The sounds of silence with the fingerstyle guitar, which means the chords, the melody, everything all at once. Tabs are becoming a Patreon, links in the notes, as well as the description. You'll also see my email there if you want some one-on-one lessons. Maybe you want to learn how to arrange your own fingerstyle arrangements. Anything you really want to learn, I can teach you. Printable tabs are becoming a Patreon. You will see links in the notes as well as the description. You'll also see my email in there if you want some one-on-one lessons via Zoom or Skype, as well as links to our other social networks. All right, let's do it. Grab the guitar brain attention span, follow me on in, and let's break the song down. Okay, so we open up with an A suspended 2 chord. And that's just your A minor without your index finger. But we're not going to strum it. We're going to get this classic sound that immediately you recognize the song. You're going to fret the 2nd fret of the G string with your middle finger. That's an A note. And you're going to then use your middle finger to play the open E. Do, do. And then index finger plays the open B. Then middle finger back to the open E. 1 and 2 and. Thumb, middle, index, middle. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and boom. So you do that for a measure, or really you can do it as long as you want because it's cool. Then you'll hit the open A. Boom. Then after that, after the open A, go ahead and make your A minor chord. Because what you're going to do is you're going to pluck the G string, which is the 2nd fret, 2 times. 1st fret, because you're just making a classic A minor chord. The C note, you're going to pluck it 2 times. And then the open E 2 times. Hello, darkness, my old. Hello, darkness, my old. That's why I'm playing this one fingerstyle, because the range is too high for me to sing. So even if I was a good singer, I'd have to do a different key to keep it in Simon and Garfunkel's key. 2 2 1 1 0 0. Then after that, you're going to make a G chord. But you're not going to make this G chord. You're going to fret pinky 3rd fret, ring finger 3rd fret, and then the middle and the index are going to be the same. Because what you're going to do is you're going to get here and you're going to pluck 3 and 3. Okay, so these first 3 measures. Now when you pluck that 3rd fret, that's your melody, but you're also going to follow that up with the G string, D string, G string, thumb playing the 3rd fret of the E, G, D, G. And none of those are any melody. So make sure to hit that 3rd fret harder than the rest of what you're going to finger pick, because the rest of what you're finger picking is just the harmony. It's just to keep things moving. So you don't want to pluck everything equally hard, because you want the melody to come forward a little stronger. Okay, and then I actually switched to my ring finger on the G for the next measure, because I think it sets up to the change to the A minor easier. So you'll play the bass, then your index finger is going to come down and play the open G string, then your thumb's going to come down and play the open D against the G. So it's pluck, open G, D and G together, open G. Then I'm going to play the 3rd fret of the E again, and I'm going to use my ring finger to play the open B. Open B. Pinky will grab the 3rd fret of the B, thumb will come down, and then you're going to grab against the open D, the 3rd fret, and then again the 3rd fret on the way to the A minor. So just this measure is. And then again, the next measure after that, the melody is just the first beat. So you're gonna pluck that A minor and that C. You're gonna let it ring while you softly continue the same finger picking pattern. And the finger picking pattern is bass. It's this kind of the same pattern that we used for the A suspended 2 to start. It's like thumb, index, thumb, index, thumb, index. And your thumb is alternating on this particular measure between the A and the D strings, while your index is playing the G. Okay, so just these 3 measures we get. Well, actually, let's play it from the top. All right, next 3 measures. The first one, we're gonna keep that A minor shape down and we're gonna play this. Okay, and that blends into the next measure a little bit. So you're gonna make this A minor, you're gonna pluck the bass, and then your index finger is gonna pluck the first fret of the B string, which is our C note. And your thumb will drop down 1 string. Your thumb here is going on the first, second, just on the quarter beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alternating between the open A, second fret of the D. So that's what our thumb's doing in this measure. Right, and you're gonna follow that up with, on the off beat here, this first fret of the B string, play it again on the second beat, and then on the and. 1 and 2 and. Then your middle finger is gonna catch the open E. Then your pinky will drop down to the 3rd fret on the 4th beat. And you're gonna play it 2 more times. So it's 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and bam, bam, bam. Then we make this F6 shape. And what we do here is bar the 3rd fret from the D string down. 3, 3, 3, 3. That's an F note is your root. Your pinky plays the 5th fret of the high E, and your ring finger plays the 5th fret of the G string. You're gonna pluck the 3rd fret as the bass and the 5th fret of the E together. And then you're gonna drop down and do 5 and 5 together again. Then the 3rd beat, but it's important that instead of going and just lifting up, you slide your pinky to get the 3rd here, because you're gonna go right into the C chord. So you go 1, 2, and into that C chord. That's the only way you're gonna make this change in time. And then that C is all filler, just do, 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 do. 1, 3, and 4, and. So these 2 measures. Then the 3rd measure looks a lot like the first one, only now instead of the A minor, we're playing the C, and then the melody starts not on the and, but on the 2nd beat. So it's that open G strings just to keep the rhythm going. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So these 3 measures would be like this. Bring up the next 3 and you can see that we repeat this first measure here, that F trick again. And we have a measure of 2/4, which is just essentially exactly what we've been doing, just half the time. And we're gonna go back to our F6. And I call it F6 because it has this D note in it. All right, F chord. The F chord is an F, an A, and a C. If you add a D to that, you get an F6, which is exactly what we're doing here. So we're going to start off the same. Do, do. Melodies on the 1 and then we just keep the thumb and the index finger going to keep the rhythm going. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 7. Then we're gonna make this shape. And this shape is barring the 5th fret with your middle finger on the 6th fret of the B string and your ring finger on the 7th fret of the D with your pinky on the 8th fret of the E. Okay? This actually comes from the C shape. It's like a C shape with the E in the bass is essentially what we're replicating right here. So bar that 5th fret. So you bar that 5th fret, 6, 7, 8. And you're going to pluck the 7 and the 8 together. Hit that 8 twice. Then some filler. Slide down. So you're going to go slide down 7, 7. Lift the pinky and play the 5th fret of the E. 5, and then back to our trick here where you're going to grab that 3rd fret with your pinky because we're headed back to the C. So these 4 measures nice and slow. Okay, then we bring up the next part and we're back to that C again. We got this transition piece. We're going to play the C, 1 and 2 and 3 and 5, 2. 2nd fret of the D string against the 5th fret of the high E. And then grab the 3rd fret on the offbeat with your middle finger. You're going to go from there right to this 3 and open. And that's going to be 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3 into this walk down. One and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and another measure of 2, 4 to a G. You're going to go ahead and grab that 3rd fret on the 1 against the bass, and then it's all filler. 1 and 2 and 3 and until you play the open B on the and at the end. And that's heading to an A minor where you're going to grab that C. So these 4 measures together. Bring these up, you land on the A minor, then boom, and this time to turn it over you're going to start on the and. The very start of the song was 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and, but when you turn it over it's 1 and 2 and, well it's 1 and 2 and 3 and open E on the 4th beat, then back to 1, and then you're back into the top of the verse, which would be where we started, right? So just these 2 measures. Okay. Now this song is just basically verse after verse after verse after verse. This would also be where you would finish it because you would land on that A minor and then you would go into now, you can play, let's talk about how you finish it. You go do, 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 and then you go into the A sus, and then you strum an A minor. Now, they strum an A minor at the end. I actually like to strum the A suspended 2 that we're finger picking there a little more. So let's go ahead and play this end like we're going to finish it instead of head back to the top of the verse. It would sound like this. that would be the end of the song. Why don't we take it from the top and play through the whole thing? You play as many verses as you want. So you just go around and around and around and around. And when you're ready to finish, you do that little finishing piece. So from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that's how you do it. You know, definitely sloppy in that part. And the rhythm, that's the hardest part. Take your time there, articulate it. When it turns around to that right back to the C is a little funky, but take your time and you'll get it, all right? All right, thank you so much for watching. If you like the fingerstyle, let us know. We'll do more of it. Sounds pretty good to me. So thank you so much for watching to the very end of the lesson. This means you learned this song. Thank you for rocking and rolling with us at 10 Thumbs. We'll see you next Monday for our next guitar tutorial, Wednesday and Saturday for ukulele, plus some other videos with some fun stuff when we feel like it. Keep on rocking and rolling. Have a lovely day. Life is good, my friends. And until we see you next time, love, peace, and chicken grease. Life is good. Catch you on the flip side.